see you as someone that gets into it with people after the game. It looked like you were kind of standing there by the three-point line, then all of a sudden you're in the middle of kind of everything. Just what happened kind of out on the floor after the game?
Nothing. And this is the last thing I'm going to say. I won't talk a lot. We lost the game. It doesn't really matter. One thing I'll say is that I believe like being humble in victory. That's how I am. Now there can be a lot of people out there that are like, no, when you win the game, you gotta talk shit, and you know it's a green light for you to be disrespectful towards somebody else. I disagree. I've won the championship. They haven't. Okay, and that doesn't say anything. I'm not trying to minimize their effort, but I remember when I won, my mom that she's never missed the games from February 11th or 13th when she came in Milwaukee against the Knicks. She never missed a game. When we won the championship, I remember my mom, she was scared to cross. She was like, am I allowed to come and hug my son? I see, except now my brother does media. For this year, he wants to come back and play. But like, except in that, you've never seen my family like see courtside. See, this is not something that we do. We don't. I try to keep my family away from the game. But
there's the incident between Giannis and my pops. I had no idea it happened until I got to the back and was showed the video. Me and my pops have talked about that, and I don't agree with what transpired there from him. I think basketball is basketball, and let's keep it on the court. And I think that he just got excited, saw his son make a game winner, and came on the court. But I think we had a conversation, and I think he just needs to just allow me to just play basketball, stay over there. I'll come to him to celebrate. But I think it's the emotions of the game just got excited there. But I talked with him. I'll talk with Giannis eventually about it. Just I don't think that my pops was in the right at all there, and unfortunate what happened in the end there. But I mean, this series was a lot of war of words, a lot of war of antics, a lot of stuff going back and forth, and that's just part of this rivalry and what we've built here over the last couple of years. And it's unfortunate what happened there, but I think it's just competition. And as far as my pops, again, I don't agree what happened there. We'll have a conversation. Everybody's grown men, and we'll just go from there.
All right, man. Tyrese Haliburton, father, after he hit the game winner on Giannis, and after he hit the game winner on Giannis and the Bucks and sent the Bucks home and fired the Pacers, his father jumped in the jumped out on the court on Giannis, holding up a towel or a picture with his son's face on it, and I think Giannis told him to go home, or he said, now you go home, or something like that. And Giannis looked mad as hell. He looked very upset. And it looked like he wanted to put hands on his father. His father ran right up to him. And I don't know if he thought it was a fan or whatever. And Chuck and Shaq, debated whether, who was wrong. And the father was obviously wrong. Tyrese said the father was wrong. He shouldn't have did that. Might get banned from the game. Who knows? Because that could have escalated. Giannis is in the heat of the moment. You just lost. You're disappointed. Could be your last game in Milwaukee. So, but check out the NBA Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. A lot of frustration. You can't just be running up on players on the court like that. And you got to understand, they're in a masculine frame right now. You know what I'm saying? They in a masculine frame. They in a competition, testosterone high, and all that shit. So regardless, anything can really I'm going in front of this truck. I don't care. You shouldn't have cut me off. I'm going to cut you off because I'm going to be a dick. I'm going to be a fucking dick. I cut this truck off on purpose this morning. I don't care. You think you going to get over? No, I'm going to get over. I didn't know it was this much traffic in Farmington Hills. Fucking hate it. He probably like, fucking, this motherfucker right here, man. I'm going to fuck him up, and I'm going to get out the car. And but yeah, man. I just feel that, the daddy was wrong. Have some class. The son talk a lot of shit too. I like Tyrese Haliburton. I feel like we should Detroit drafted him over Killian Hayes. I still don't see what the fuck they see in that guy. But I like him. You know, I like when he pop shit to Dame, and Dame one of my favorite players, if not my favorite player. You know, I love when they pop shit. It's a nice little rivalry. Indiana been beating Milwaukee ass. But yeah, you can't be rolling up on nobody regardless, bro. Like if Giannis was Ron Artest, his daddy probably been going to that upper room, bro. Like you can't just be running up on people, man. And Giannis say, you know, I was humble in defeat, and you know, I don't really get in all that rah-rah, but I understand it. But you can't be rolling up on me. And yeah, everybody ain't gonna be humble. Everybody be expecting, you know, people to take the high road. I like the motherfuckers that pop shit. Honestly, I like people that pop shit after they win. I like pop niggas that pop shit before the game start. That make it beautiful. Everybody was just so humble and yeah, this is a good game and I'm gonna shake your hand and I appreciate you whooping my ass. Man, fuck that, nigga. We whooped your ass. What you gonna do about it? We whooped your ass. What you gonna do? But the father, no, that wasn't your place. Absolutely not. That wasn't your place as a father to sit there and do that. That's just my opinion. Like, no, that dude could have punched you, bro. That dude legitimately could have punched your lights out. Then what you was gonna do about it? Nothing. It's just too much going on in this fucking room. It's too much going on. I did not know it was this. I don't live this way no more. I did not know it was this much traffic going this way anymore. For people to say, I'm unemployed. There's so much motherfuckers out here this morning. Ooh, I cannot take it no more. I just, these niggas is irritating this morning. I'm sorry, y'all. I just hate the way some people drive. I really want to talk about a certain demographic. White people can't drive. Let me just say that. I know y'all the NASCAR and all that shit, bro. Y'all got two hands on the wheel and y'all be driving like they kids can drive better than them. They be having two hands on the wheel and still can't drive. I wish I could show you this Poindexter right here, man. They really be having two hands on the wheel and still be trash. How you got hold two hands on the wheel and you still trash? You still trash. Sometimes I don't have a fucking hand on the wheel. Sometimes I used to listen to some of my old school. I used to stare with my fucking leg like this. You gotta hold two hands on the wheel. You gotta hold two hands on this wheel and you can't drive. Then the Chinaman right here, they be having two hands on the wheel and they be so fucking focused. And they be just like, get the fuck out the way, man. Get in the slow lane. They be, I be like, man, I know your white pussy drive. I know it. I'd be looking at some of these women that be with some of these dudes. I'd be like, I know she not happy. I know he ain't hitting it right. I'd be looking, I'd be like, ain't no way she's satisfied with that. I'd be like, ain't no way. The way he take two hands on the wheel and they say 35, he doing 33, 34, ain't no way she getting wet for him. He ain't had no box. He ain't had no box in 95. What you say? I ain't opened up a whole thing since 94. Or whatever, 93, whatever it was. But back to the topic. Yeah, I'm not about to run up on Giannis. I mean, I don't have the balls to run up on Giannis if I'm Tyrese Haliburton. That motherfucker 6'10". Giannis looked like he wanted to do a knuckle sandwich, dog. Pow! Just knock him out. He humble. I humble at the win. When I won in 2020, I was humble. I heard the after party was trash too, Jeff Teague said. Jeff Teague said that championship was weak as hell. Like, damn. Ain't nobody really watched Milwaukee in the Phoenix series. I thought it was pretty cool. I watched it. Chris Paul ain't gonna never get a ring. Never get a ring. So, but, you know, for the most part, we'll see what happens, man. I just didn't like it. The father might get banned. Didn't they ban Lil Wayne from Miami games? From the Heat Arena or something like that? His father need to be banned for a minute, bro. Like, have some class. You the father, man. Have some class. He don't know if you was a fan or what you was. You know, it's one thing to celebrate, talk shit, but running up on a 6'10" African Greek, you out your mind. I'm gonna run up on no Giannis. He out his mind, but you know, to each his own, man. I just feel like that wasn't the smartest thing to do. But thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. So I can be talk playlist, please.